Hey everybody, Rick and Deb here. We're back at Baxter Springs, Kansas, standing in front of the Decade of Wheels Museum. We're only here again because they've switched out their cars recently, so we're going to go back and visit again. But there's another special surprise we got in Galena. No spoiler alerts, but you'll find out when we get there. So, for right now, if you're not doing anything on this rather warm Saturday morning, well, come on along and join us. Okay, we are in the museum. They've just changed these vehicles over just a few days ago. Um, First one here is a Volkswagen van, 1979 Volkswagen van. We were just here like 3 weeks ago, but it's so hot out. It was like 102 yesterday afternoon. So we thought we could come here. It's air conditioned. It makes a nice little drive for us. And we get to see some new vehicles. They just changed these out, like I said, a couple of days ago. So let's work our way around here. This is a 1979 Volkswagen van, hippie van bus is what these were referred to as. Let's kind of get a look at the inside. Look at that. It's got a sink, stove, sofa that probably turns out to a bed. And then there's the front part. Really cool. These have got little, this is like for an extra addition so you're not so slumped over. Let's look up inside there. That probably, I don't know. I bet that folds out. Bet you anything. Yep, that probably pops out. I would imagine. Well, we're going to work our way on down. Oh wow, check this out. They've not changed some of these signs out yet. I know it doesn't look like it. This is crazy. This is actually a Shelby Cobra. Look at that. Is that not cool? Got the 427 Cobra engine, Ford. Doesn't even look like anything a Ford would make, does it? But it sure is. It's even got the signature, Shelby signature on the inside. These old pedal cars are really cool too. There's of course, a tractor there, a little fire truck. All kinds of little pedal toys. Here's a Buddy L little car. And then here is a Volkswagen bus. Wow. And of course they got all kinds of memorabilia on the walls. (1956) Chevy Bel Air. And here's a mural of sorts with all different kind of cars. Really super cool. Okay, here's a Cadillac sitting over here. Big four-door Cadillac. There's where the antenna would have been. 1961 Cadillac. Really nice. It looks like it needs a little bit of buffing out, it looks like, but that would not be hard to do. It's got the nice, great big white wall tires on it, and fender skirts, and Boy, these are nice riding cars too. Of course, it's got the iconic fins on the back. You can tell back in the day what a Cadillac looked like. They just had that look. You could take some rubbing compound on that paint job. That works wonders, believe it or not. I've used it before. And of course, white walls, just get you some soap and just start scrubbing on them. And of course, Buick convertible. It's really pretty. Look at that. 1972 Buick GS 455. Look at the interior. That is really nice. Really nice. Here's a Mustang. Really nice interior. Convertible, of course. This is actually a 1968 Ford Mustang. Kind of remember to look at the signs and the posters on the walls too. They really have a lot of nice posters and lights and all that. This is a Chevy Corvair, 1965. Oh, it's got the motor in the back. I forgot about that. And of course, again, it's convertible. We got more room in them than what you'd think. That's a Chevy Corvair. And here's a Trans Am. Pontiac Trans Am. These were the classics. Really nice interior. '69 Pontiac Trans Am. A really powerful muscle car. These would get up and run. Well, let's go in here. Oh yeah, they've changed out quite a few of their vehicles. '57 Chevy Bel Air. You can see it's got the speakers for the drive-in. And then again, it's convertible. It's got fender skirts and the big white wall tires. Really nice. I was 1 year old. And then here's a custom line. Look at that. That is. Big car. It's Ford. 1952. Ford Custom Line. They're really bigger than they look. We can't get in there because it's all barricaded off, but then of course there's a Corvette. Look at that. That is beautiful. Look at that. Really nice. I like that color too. Kind of turquoise. Everything's all original. That's what makes these so nice. You know, back in the day when you knew what these cars were. I mean, without even hesitation. Take one look and you could tell. Not like today. You just, oh, look at this. This has a steamer trunk on the back. That's really cool. There again, look at the size of those tires. Those are really good, pretty good sized tires. The big white walls. There's the inside. '31 Ford Model A. Boy, really nice. And here's a 1924 Model T. And here's a 1929 Ford Model A. Always wondered what the difference was. That's a 1929 Ford Model A. And this is 1924 Model T. So there's like, what, 5 years difference. And one's a Model A and one's a Model T. I really don't know. What I think is so cool about these, they had the radiator caps. I think that was to tell how hot the engine was. I think that's what that was. I can't get back behind there. That's got a steamer trunk on the back end of it, it looks like. And I love these headlights. That's really cool. And we'll continue on down this way. Here's a gas pump. Old-fashioned, 19 cents a gallon. Oh, I guess I can too go here. I guess I can too go on the back of the... Boy, very basic. Steering wheel, gear shift, and your pedals, and a few gauges. That was very basic. Yeah, we can get back here. Yeah, that's another steamer trunk. Yeah, really nice. There's a Chevrolet. Look at the hood ornament. That's really cool. There's car museums. If you love car museums, I've been to a bunch. There's one in Springfield, Missouri on Route 66. That's really cool. They got the iconic 66 Batmobile as you first walk in. There's one in Branson, Missouri. It's a movie car museum. there in Branson. I've been at that one. It's right on the strip there. But they also had now, several years ago, they had a farm and auto museum, huge. You could spend all day looking around, and they're again just right off the strip. But when we were there, we were told the lady that owned, the husband had passed away, and the lady said she was going to move it all out, sell everything, but I don't know. This has been a few years ago, so I don't know if it's still there or not. This is a big Chrysler. Man, these cars are huge. This video really doesn't do this any justice. I mean, these cars are huge. Little big white wall tires. Oh, steering wheels. Look at the size of those steering wheels. Steering wheel, really nice. And there's the door with decayed wheels on it. And here is, of course, the 80s Batmobile. This vehicle is absolutely huge. And I don't know, but I think when the motor is running, when it's turned on, that actually works. I think. This is actually, the car's built on a 1987 Corvette chassis. Wow, that's crazy. But I mean, you really can't tell it, but this vehicle is huge. Look at the size of those tires. Big old fins on the back end of it. Look at that. That's crazy. Then here's where, of course, you would sit to drive the vehicle. I think there's more room in there than it looks, but you just sit down really low. Huh. That's just really cool. I still like the 66 version. That's the version I remember growing up. There's actually some rounds in there, some ammunition tucked in there. I'm not sure what that does. This old motorbike is what that is. There's a Viper. They didn't make too many of these, if I'm not mistaken. This is 2005 Dodge Viper. Besides that engine in this thing, it's huge. Very powerful car. Oh, I love those doors on this. This is actually a Lamborghini. Let me kind of get back here so you can see the whole vehicle. Lamborghini, 2005. Lamborghini. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. And of course, there's the motor. And here's your I'd hate to think how fast this thing would run. I imagine well over 100, probably 150, I would think. I'm not real sure though. I'm not an expert on Lamborghinis. There's another old gas pump. A Marathon Mile Maker. There were actually Marathon gas stations. I've seen a few of them in our travels. Now this, of course, is the Dukes of Hazzard. General Lee. I guess there were abundance of these things made during the TV series. I've seen these all over though. There's been a bunch of these made. It's kind of like the Batmobile. You can see those in numerous museums throughout the country. Well, these General Lees are about the same. With the crash bar on the front. Oh boy, here we go. 1969 Dodge Charger is what it is. Now check this out. Boss 1, Hazard County. There again, this would have been from the Dukes of Hazzard. This may not be the Boss Hog drove the little horns on that thing. That is so cool. There again, this comes from the TV show Boss Hog, or Dukes of Hazzard rather, but this little car or one like one he drove. I love that interior though. Check out that interior. It is really nice. Can you imagine driving down the highway looking through those big old horns? That would really be cool. El Dorado. These cars are literally like, they're like a, look at that, look at the length of this car, like a block long. I don't even want to think about putting gas in this thing. In today's gas prices, oh gosh. Well, I think we've been all the way down this room. I guess we'll go to the next room. Yeah, none of these were here last time we were here, which was like 3 weeks ago. They did change out quite a few. I love that old truck. That is so cool. That's an old Chevy, of course. I know I showed it once, but I just think it's really cool. Well, let's see what we got over here. First one is a Dodge Charger. Engines in these were huge, very powerful engines. Check out that engine. This is 1968 Dodge Charger. Well, they got the big wheels, big tires on these, on this one anyway. Wowee. And of course, there's the big 442 Olds. This is a really nice museum. It's only like $5 a piece to get in. Baxter Springs, Kansas. It's actually on Route 66. Like I say, we were just here like 3 weeks ago. Oh, wow. Now see, this is Dick Tracy, but this is a different vehicle than was here last time. This is altogether different. I want you to check this out. I think it was Lincoln Continental originally to begin with, but I want you to check this out. Look at the headlights, and then the little like torpedoes down there, and there's some weapons of some sort, maybe machine guns right there, and then this in the middle of the grill was probably some sort of a weapon, and then it's the same thing over here. You got 4 like big shells, and then the green headlamps. But then look at this. This is like this would be like maybe equivalent to like a M60 I've actually fired those before when I was in the military, but I don't know. That's not. But that kind of resembles it. I don't know if that's what it actually is, but I do believe this was a. This looks like it might have been a Lincoln at one time, just heavily modified. That's one of Dick Tracy cars. Very, very big vehicle. Wow, that's crazy. It'd be cool to see all this all lit up with those green headlamps and all that. Wow. Boy, talk about being ready. My goodness. Machine guns mounted on the hood and artillery shells down at the bottom with probably more machine guns here. Probably. My goodness. I'm ready for action now. That is cool. Just can't get over all that. I know it's not real, of course. It's just props. But it looks real. Yep. Here's a Cougar. '72 Mercury Cougar. Here's one of my favorites. Is a Chevrolet's Impala Chevrolet convertible. I actually had some Chevrolets when I was a kid. I had a Impala and I had a Bel Air. Of course, a kid. I was just a kid. I had to have the chrome wheels and all that. Too bad I can't see that interior. It's a really cool interior. Yeah, I'm gonna date myself now. I had the 8-track and the chrome wheels, but they made speakers back then called bass 48s. These were huge speakers for your car, set on your back dash, and they had the grill of the speakers would move back and forth. You could move the sound around, in other words, and I actually had a set of those in my back dash, and I would drag around the high school with this Impala Chevy with my chrome wheels and 8-track blaring and drag around the school. It was a lot of fun. Here's another Corvette. Boy, that is really cool. Look at that. Really nice. Oh boy, check this out. This is a 1937 Ford truck, believe it or not. Could you tell that that was a truck? No, wait a minute. Is that? Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. I almost had to. There's the engine. And then here's the truck part of it. Now, I don't know. I bet you this has been modified. At least with a spoiler on it. And just the design of the back end of it, this has been pretty heavily modified. It might have been a pickup at one time, I mean originally. But it just looks like to me this has been modified quite a bit. But I love that interior. Look at that wraparound dash. That is really cool. I love that. I love those seats too. They look like suede leather seats. Really nice. This is a Jaguar, believe it or not. Look at the interior of this vehicle. Look at that. That's crazy. You'd have to go to school just to learn how to use all those. Look at that. It's crazy. These vehicles Make no joke about it. They will get up and run. You better be prepared. Have your seatbelt on and have your parachute packed. No, I'm kidding. But they were very powerful. This 2016, fairly new. This is a Chevrolet Corvette. Chevy Corvette 2014. Fairly new. I love the way they've done the interior with the emblem. Really nice. Wow, really nice. This is a Chevy Camaro 2013. And all these vehicles, I mean, I imagine they could really get up and go. This is a 2016 Ford Mustang. Wow. And then here's this is looks like a pace car. Indianapolis 2012 pace car. Wow. Indy 500 pace car. Wowee. It's still got the, looks like what might be the price sticker on it. And another Ford Mustang. (2006) Ford Mustang. I'll just kind of go down the row here of these and let you see them. What we got over here? Okay. These have the big dragster slicks on the back end. This was a dragster. It's wow. Yep. See the rigging on the inside. Oh gosh, that's crazy. 2015 drag pack. Look at that engine in that thing. I bet this would, oh gosh, I don't even know how fast this would go. What, 180, 190, maybe? I bet you. If you gotta be strapped in, and you got fire extinguishers, and you know that goes fast. Wow, that's crazy. They made all kind of Dodge Chargers. These are all Dodge Chargers. Very similar, just different colors, different wheels maybe. I think these two have the same kind of wheel, I think. Of course, except for the dragster. Yeah. Yeah. And see there again, that's where they would be, at least the driver. They got one for the passenger too, where you'd be strapped in. It's got the special gear shift. Ooh, brother, I got that thing on. Oh boy, get up and run, there's no doubt. Well, I think that'll do it for today. Well, at least for right now. We're going to be going to some other locations here after a while. I want to thank you for joining me today at the Decade of Wheels here in Baxter Springs. Hope you have a nice weekend, and we'll probably be back. There's another location. We're going to be going to Galena. There's something that we're going to show you here just after a while. So we'll see you after a while. So bye for now.